It's now time for Salem Tiger Football on KSMO Media. Before every broadcast, you can hear Tiger Talk, where head coach Neil Myers discusses the evening's contest with Stan Stevens. It's Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Neil Myers, coach of Salem Tigers and the Mountain View Liberty Eagles. Had an interesting game in the wind and homecoming and everything else. Definitely a different kind of atmosphere, but it was a Carter Pruitt show all the way.
It was. The quarterback for them really did very well against us. We really wanted to bait the throwing to happen. We had guys that were in position, but they still made those completions, and he had a really good game against us.
And it was amazing to me. I think only about 4 or 5 throws were actually affected too much by the wind. I did see one punt get blown back pretty good, but really I was pretty amazed at how accurate his throws were, considering how breezy it was.
You know, he's a good player, and I think a lot of times when you have those good players, they're able to make those adjustments and adjust to what they see out there when they're warming up. So I think he did a very good job of doing what he did when he was out there.
And he used all of his receivers, and that's the key to success of any program. If you have 5 or 6 receivers out there and you can use them all, boy, you've got weapons galore, don't you?
Oh, my Lord. A lot of speed, too. And not only that, but those guys could catch. And that's a big thing when that ball's in the air. And we as a team just didn't do what we needed to do to get in there and knock those down.
And one of the things, a statistic you hear more about in the NFL than anywhere else, is yards after the catch. And those guys are really good at not only making the catch, coming back, escaping away from their defender. And I thought Salem had some pretty decent coverage on some of these guys, but they were able to come back, get the inside position, make the catch, then deke one way, go the other, and end up adding a few, even more than a few yards at times, to their catch. And Coach, that's just good teaching.
That's something you can tell that they do on an everyday basis when they're out there. We had guys that were in coverage, they were in the right spots, but those guys knew how to adjust their body and get to that ball and get up there and get it when they needed to.
And when you look at this game, though, the Salem Tigers had a lot of pressure on Pruitt when he was in the backfield, even though he got some good throws off. He got some sacks down there. Salem Tigers were in there. They also kind of shut down their running game. They had less than 100 yards in rushing, right around 100, but it was pretty close. But still, there's a lot of good plays made behind the line by the Tigers. I thought they did a good job of trying to control the line, but, with that kind of pressure that you got passing and a good quarterback that can do an option play just as good as anybody else, it's really hard on the defensive guys to try and make that call, isn't it?
It is. It's even harder when you've got a young defense because they're learning on an everyday basis even more so. So having that experience on the offensive side definitely pays dividends for those teams that have that when we're playing such a young defense that's out there.
And being it was their homecoming, it was a little bit different than I've ever seen it. Their guys actually stayed pretty much on the field the whole time, and it's an interesting program altogether. And I've never seen a homecoming like that before.
I don't think I've ever seen that many possible queens in a homecoming. But it was interesting. I was surprised that they had them stay out there. But they did. They warmed up right there at the time we were coming out to get warmed back up again as well. Of course, we were inside talking to the boys and keeping them kind of motivated a little bit more. But they were still able to do what they wanted to do with that homecoming celebration.
And the offense had moments that really looked good, and then there's moments that they really struggled. Everett Campbell had some trouble taking the snaps a couple of times, like almost 3 out of 4 straight snaps. I didn't know if it was the center or Everett's pulling away or just the conditions.
Well, actually, Everett at one point in the game had numb fingers, numb hands. He went up to make a play on the quarterback one time, and when he did, he got hit right in the elbow, and his whole hand swelled up, and it was completely numb for there in a little bit, and that's when we saw Caden come in for a little bit.
There's always a reason, You're too far away, there's got to be something wrong. It's just a matter of trying to figure it all out. But it's good to hear that he's not injured, in particular of any severity, that he was able to play some more. Well, another loss, though, Coach. And, we all know that everybody's like, they're just not getting any better, and they're not getting any better. But there is signs of improvement when you see the dedication that some of these kids are really putting out. D guy running from one side of the field to the other to make a tackle. Seeing Hayden Sanders come over and knock a ball away to the very last second. Some excellent plays on defense, Coach. They don't get enough credit. Of course, when a team scores 53 points, you say, well, what can they do? But when you're giving the ball at the 20-yard line sometimes on a good return, it's hard to stop them.
At the 20 or the 1 even at some points. And, for these guys, it's a growing experience across the board for all of them. And we are seeing growth. We see some things that, as we went back through and watched film this past week, just taking the wrong steps. The motto kind of this whole year has been, it's all about the little things. And we know that. We talk about it. We talk about it consistently. And one of those little things we have to stop sometimes are habits. And when we get going gets tough, as they say, sometimes we fall back on those old habits and we start to see those creep back up again. So this week in practice was all about doing the right things consistently.
Breaking habits. When we come back, we'll talk about tonight's game against the Bulldogs of Cabool, and we return on Tiger Talk in just a moment.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
When approaching slow-moving farm equipment driving along the road, are you unsure what to do? Can you pass, or do you stay behind it and wait? We have the answers. Make sure you are paying attention to the road. Keep your phone down and slow down. Be patient and only pass when it is really safe. That means when you are sure the road ahead is straight and clear, you have plenty of room, and there are no blind spots. Remember, simple actions save lives. This message brought to you by Show Me Zero.
Now back to more of Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Neil Myers, coach of Salem Tigers and Cabool Bulldogs will battle out the final regular season game of the year, but that doesn't mean you're not out there looking for that second win of the season.
No, exactly. We're looking for that win. We practice like we're going for that win, and that's what we plan on doing on Friday.
Heading down to the pit, not an easy place to play. Cabool is very good on their home field, but coming in, they're 3-5. We got that 1-7 record. This is a game that the Tigers and the Bulldogs, and we have seen in the past, play some pretty doggone good football. That last game of the year, a couple years back, by the way, we won on a last-second pass, beating the Bulldogs. That was a very exciting game, and I'm looking for something similar. Both teams like to hit, they like to run. Just should be a good warm-up for district play.
Well, that's the hope that you have getting ready to go into districts. You obviously want to end the regular season on a good note going into the first round of district playoffs. And Cabool's going to definitely show that. They're a good team. They're a gritty team. They're going to come at you and pound you right up the gut and try to run it down your throat. But they're also able to spread it out wide, too, on you.
They started the season out hot, got a little cooled off, suffered a few injuries that I was told about it that weren't debilitating injuries, but enough that slowed them down, and they weren't able to keep up with teams like Mountain View and Ava. But then again, not many people have been able to keep up with them.
No, they had, they started out pretty hot. They had 2 games there in the middle where they lost by 1 point total. Mm-hmm. I think Houston was one of those, and I think Mountain Grove was the other one. So they can definitely play, and they can play very well. From what we've seen on film, as I said before, they've got an all-stater, number 40, that kind of the heart and soul of their offense and their defense, and he's going to take it up the middle and run it on you, and he's going to come up the middle and try to stuff you all at the same time. So.
And the Tiger offense, and we talked about it in the first part of Tiger Talk a little bit, they have shown flashes of brilliance, and it's always good to see when the plays work, they look fantastic. And then all of a sudden, maybe like we had a bad snap, or we have a fumble, or we just get caught behind the line. Then we get a little bit cautious, and I know you want them to be as aggressive as they can. You want to go back out there and attack, not counterattack, attack. Just keep going.
Yeah, it's a mindset that we've been working on all year as far as getting off the ball, getting into somebody, and keeping a hat on a hat. That's something that we talk about. We talked about it pretty heavily after we watched film this past week. But we've got to fire out and want to hit somebody. Even when something bad happens, we've got to look at it to the next play and forget that play just happened and get ready to move on and go forward.
And one of the neat things that I actually saw out of the Mountain View game, and it wasn't unfortunately for the Salem Tigers, but for Mountain View, was blocking downfield. And that's something the kids have got to understand, too. Just because you make a block up at the line of scrimmage doesn't mean you're finished. You got to follow your guy down. If he has to stop and reverse field, he needs blockers.
We talk about that all the time, about going to the whistle. I think the boys probably get tired of me always asking if they want tickets to the game because we're not there to watch it. We need to be having hats on hats and knocking people around until that whistle blows.
Any change in the lineup for the game tonight, Coach?
Well, we've got Gavin Sapal is returning. He's been injured the past couple of weeks since the Ava game, so he'll be back in on the defensive side of everything. We do have some changes coming in. Nothing major, nothing that anybody hasn't seen, but a couple different things coming. Nothing offensively changing, maybe just some personnel. But other than that, it all should look pretty similar.
How important would it be for the Tigers to get a win in this game to walk into district play with that second win underneath their belt?
Well, one of the things the boys have really started learning is that, we practice hard, we go hard. That way, when game time comes, it pays off for us. So a win for this one going into districts would be even bigger because they know that we're going into district play next week ready to go, and it could be their last game.
That's right. Well, Coach, the best of luck tonight against the Bulldogs of Cabool. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Stay tuned. Tiger Football, it is next.
You've been listening to Tiger Talk on KSMO Media with Stan Stevens and head football coach Neil Myers. Stay with us for Salem Tiger Football. It's next on KSMO Media.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Welcome to this KSMO Media broadcast of Salem Tiger Football. Tonight's game is brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Salem Memorial Clinic, Country Mart, The Bank of Salem, Napa, Munet Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Taxmasters, Town and Country Insurance, Southwest Baptist University, Harrow Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Ubbs Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, New Life Auto, Haters Sporting Good and Taxidermy, Melvin Motors and more, Southtown Furniture, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, The Local on 4th Street, Country Chic Boutique and Photography, and Ozark Overhead Door LLC. Now, get ready for Salem Tiger Football right here on KSMO Media.
To Cabool, Missouri. Rick, it's week 9. It's the last regular season game, and we all know there's a 10-game season. True. So this game will determine who we play next week. And there is kind of a little crunch in there between Eldon and St. James, who will play either Clever or Cleaver, some people call it, or Salem in the first round. And it could come down to the bonus points. And that's how important some of these games are and how the scores of some of the games. That's why people say, well, you lose 25-0 or you lose 2-0. Doesn't make any difference. It does in the bonus points.
And that's exactly right. And we're not going to know tonight, like you say, Stan, who after tonight who the Tigers are going to play. So that's because by the time they do the bonus points, Stan, things will already be played.
Well, we're going to take a 90-second break and come back after the national anthem. We return to Cabool with Tiger Football on KSMO Media. Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. proud to support the Salem community. They're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Trust at 729-9276.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
Welcome back to Cabool. Stan Stevens, Rick Hoyt with you here. And Rick, this game tonight, you know, it doesn't really mean too much because we're not going to be making some changes. We talked about the bonus points. The two teams on the bottom, Cleaver and Salem, we're kind of each other's mercy. You know, we haven't had a good season. They've had a worse season. They have not won a game.
Yeah.
If they win and we should lose, they could jump us because they're actually a smaller school and they could get bonus points.
Bonus points can make the difference.
If we win and they win, it stays status quo.
Yeah.
If we both lose, it's probably stays status quo. So whoever wins the game tonight, or whoever would come in 8th place, or 7th place, I should say, because there are only 6 games going to be played, or 6 teams are going to play in the 3 games. They're going to play the 2nd seed. That's going to be Mountain Grove. We already know that. That's already given. Then it becomes a bit of a chess match.
True. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Because 3 and 4 could change, and then 5 and 6 could change.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be, like I say, there's no way that we're going to know tonight, and you're not going to know tonight either.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the bottom line, because that's by the time you do everything, Stan, and like you say, the bonus points are added in and all that stuff, then they will let us know.
So for some people who don't understand how the point system works in districts, Salem is Class 3. When we play a team like Cabool, who is Class 1, they get 20 bonus points before the game ever starts.
Yep.
20.
Yep. We get
none. All season long, we get none because we play either somebody in Class 3 or somebody smaller.
Yeah.
So we don't ever get a bonus point.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the one disadvantage that Salem has in the SCA conference because we don't play anybody bigger. And it's just
that's just the way it is.
The way it is.
Yeah.
So you have to win a lot of games, and then you have the point spread. You can get up to 15 additional points, whatever score might be. If you score 15 more than the opponent, obviously 15.
Right.
It's kind of like the old district way you can only get a maximum of 15 points.
Yeah,
okay?
True.
But if you win 53-0, it's still 15-0.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's 15. Yeah, you're right. It's 15 points. And and then everybody started saying, well, what about Ava? Ava will draw a bye, folks, in the first round. I mean, that's forgiven. That's given. That's Ava's going to be number 1 in the district, and that with only the 7 teams, Stan, Ava draws a bye, and they'll wait for the second round. So that's the reason why we're not talking much about Ava. It's because Ava's already sealed up the number 1 spot.
And now to seal up the number 1 spot, Ricky, they get home field advantage the whole playoffs as long as they're in it.
As long as they're in it.
It's tough to go play it. It just is tough.
It is. Yep.
So anyway, keep that in mind. This game tonight featuring Cabool and Salem. Cabool's 3 and 5. They could easily be 5 and 3.
Yep.
If you give them 4 more points, 2 in each of those games, they lost by 1 point to Mountain View, 1 point to Mountain Grove. They would be 5 and 3.
They would be 5 and 3. Yeah, that's right.
It's that close.
Yeah.
It's a missed opportunity on a conversion. It might be an extra point. It could be, a couple field goals. I mean, who knows what the difference is, but 1 point losses are really hard to swallow.
Yeah.
And especially when you get to this time of year. However, what it does prepare them for is because they've played better teams and they got it close, they get bonus points.
Yeah. And
even though they lost.
And more confidence.
That's right. And more confidence.
That's right.
So Salem Tigers come in. They're going to have a couple of different looks tonight, Rick. We got a couple of guys that are kind of playing in different positions. Trey Parsons will be wearing a different number 38 tonight, and he'll be in the backfield. They had a couple of runs against Mountain View, and then Leighton Mink is going to be wearing number 41, and he also will possibly get a little time in the backfield as well.
So if you hear a couple of new names with new numbers, that's what it's going to be, folks. Because like I say, Coach Myers and the staff has kind of changed it up a little bit. So
and good to have Gavin Sapah back out there. He's been out a couple of weeks with an injury. He's back in tonight in this game against Cabool. Again, it is an SCA contest. Doesn't mean anything in the SCA conference standings whatsoever. Ava's already sealed that up. But it is still an SCA contest. We all know SCA games have always been pretty physical. And it doesn't matter if you're playing a 1-9 team or a 10-0 team. You're going to have a physical game. That's just the way it is played.
That's the way it is.
We always want to thank all the sponsors that make it possible for us to be here, bringing you Tiger athletics and activities. Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, really want to salute them for making it possible for us to be here to bring you these contests here from Cabool and Mountain View, and also from our own Salem location. We do appreciate that. Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, and also New Life Auto. They've been a nice supporter of Tiger Sports for a couple of years. New Life Auto, right off Highway 68. Heading towards St. James. New Life Auto, a proud supporter of KSMO Media. Salem Tigers are going to receive, Rick. They're going to face the goal to our south. They'll defend that goal as we get started here. And the Bulldogs will come out. See who they will have kicking. It looks like their quarterback, Trey Atkins, will do the kicking. Okay. And we have seen these guys in the past, Rick, do an onside kick to start the game. It would not surprise me if that happens again. They're one of the, that's almost becoming some standardized ideas in the SCA. We've seen a few teams do it. So the Tigers are putting the hands team up. Yeah, he can actually approach that and kick it left-footed. There's nobody on the other side. One guy on the other side.
There he goes. Oop.
Yeah, you better move over. He could do it.
Yeah. Yeah, he could turn it. He could turn it the other way.
So Atkins getting ready for the kickoff. We are expecting an onside kick, but he may pooch it. And he does. He does it the other way. And that's off the Tigers' hands. It's going to be recovered by Cabool.
Oh, it's still.
Well, they're still battling for it, Rick, but I saw a Cabool guy fall on it, and then I don't know. As I mentioned, Rick, all you got to do is kick it the other way.
Yep, exactly.
And the onside kick works. Wow. Not the way you want to start the game out.
Yeah, they expected it, Stan, but they didn't have enough guys on the.
Well, you can't put. He had a chance to field it. It's a short hop.
Yep.
And if you bobble it, you're going to get hit.
Yep.
Trey Atkins goes back. He is flanked by two pretty good runners, and they give it to big man right up the gut. That's number 40, and that is Fleetwood, and Fleetwood will get a first down, a gain of 13. They do a double wing formation like Salem does, but they got a lot stronger runners coming off those ends. They've been doing it a lot longer.
Yeah, they have.
First down for the Bulldogs, and Fleetwood, one of the more powerful runners I've seen.
That's not the first time you'll hear his name called tonight,
and you'll hear it quite a few times tonight, I'm pretty sure. Atkins gives it to Fleetwood again up the middle, runs into two guys, bounces off that tackle, still going, and gets about 7 yards. A helmet comes off of one of the Salem Tigers, Landon Richter. 7-yard gain, and you just keep watching Fleetwood bounce off guys, and that is what he does.
He just keeps his legs churning, Stan. That's what I like about him as a runner.
Fleetwood is a senior. This is his final home game, so a little bit extra oomph out there.
True.
Again, a double wing formation with Owen Casper, the other runner. Keeping himself is Atkins. Atkins is going to be taken down for a gain of 2. It'll still be 3rd and 1. Good play by the Salem Tigers to read that. Looked like Campbell saw it, got him by the ankle, did not let go.
Just hang on to him, till you get help.
3rd and 1. Wide to the right side will go Daniel. But they keep in the backfield. Fleetwood on this 3rd and short. Give it to Fleetwood. He's got the first down and more. Down inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 4 and a first down. Getting quickly in formation. This is usually a passing formation for Cabool. We'll see if that is the case. Fleetwood in motion. Nope, they're going to hand it off inside to Casper. Big hole to the outside. Beats a runner to the 10, to the 5, and Casper's in for a touchdown. 18-yard touchdown run, and it's 6-0.
A little bit of misdirection there, Stan, as he comes. Every flow went to the right side, and he just handed the ball coming back to the opposite side with a misdirection, and once again caught the Salem Tigers on the inside, and had one blocker to beat out there, Stan, and then he carried the rest of them.
He's able to get down that sideline, Rick Tiptoe, and then he was able to carry a would-be tackler in the end zone with him.
Yep.
So Cabool will go for 2. This has been their MO all year long. Atkins to Fleetwood. Fleetwood walks in the end zone. That almost was too easy.
True.
Fleetwood started to go off to the left side of the center and then saw the open hole. He just cut back.
Just got back in, yeah.
And it's an 8-0 game here very quickly in this first quarter with still 10:03.
We may have a flag on the play, Stan. Hang on.
No, I didn't see the flag.
I didn't either until.
Well, if it's against Salem, what if
I see it in the backfield back here now, Stan, about the 10-yard line. Where I see the flag.
Illegal
shift against
Cabool. The Bulldogs.
Okay.
Well, why were they talking to Cabool?
Yeah, why were they? Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
that'll back them up.
Well, Salem could have just had it put on the kickoff if they wanted to.
They'll make them retry.
I haven't seen them back it up yet. They only backed it up a yard, Rick.
Where's it at, on the 7?
It's at the... Yeah.
7? It's at 7? Okay.
Well, I mean, they set it down and they backed it up again. But then they set it down. Back to throw, find that ball out, and it is tipped and incomplete on the 2-point conversion. Ball intended out there for number 14. And that is Austin Daniel.
Yep.
Went right through his hands.
Right through his hands. Little bit high, Stan. He had to go up and get the ball, and he got his hands on it. Got it, but he just couldn't bring it down.
Well, Atkins has been doing this since he was a freshman. And I remember him. He's a good athlete. He plays baseball and basketball, and he just got a little too much air underneath that one.
Just a little too pumped on that one. Yeah.
And it was then almost intercepted. Of course, in high school, if you do pick it off and you're in play, you can take it the other way for 2 points.
Yeah.
You can do that, but the Tigers had a diving effort. And, of course, once in high school, your knee is down, you're down. Play's over. So 6-0 Cabool lead in their first drive, 10:03.
Okay, we'll see what the Salem Tigers here learned on that first onside kick, Stan. Let's see if we change it up a little bit.
Well, they still just have 2 guys on the one side. Now they've got a little bit more separation over there. Caden DuBois kind of shifts a little bit.
True.
A little bit more of a normal spread across that front line. And let's see what Atkins does. Again, the same thing this time. And again, the Tigers have trouble with it, but I think they got it this time.
I think they got on that one. Woo. Almost.
Catch the ball in the hands and not against the body. We saw that twice happen, as that was Bennett. Bennett.
Yeah.
Bennett recovered that one.
Yeah, Andrew Bennett got on the ball that time for the Salem Tigers. Good field position for the Salem Tigers to start this drive, Stan.
Well, that's the only deficit about the onside kick, Rick. You give the team a pretty good field position.
Yeah.
Campbell back at quarterback after having a little bit of an injury in the game against Mountain View. Pitching that out to the outside, trying to turn that corner was Degon, and he got flipped up for a gain of 1. Carter had some good motion in there, but could not get to the outside.
Couldn't get it out there.
And I believe Daniel got him underneath there and flipped him. Bring up 2nd and 9. First quarter action, 9:40 to go, first quarter. Cabool 6-0 lead. Cunningham at fullback. This handoff inside and trying to get to the outside with Salem Tigers is Ira Barton. So Barton gets another yard and bring up 3rd down and 8. So Ira Barton getting the start tonight against Cabool Bulldogs. 3rd down, 8 yards to go. Salem Tiger 47-yard line. Seems to be some holes there, Rick, but
True.
they get filled pretty quick. In motion, Deacon back to throw. Campbell across the middle, and that ball's almost intercepted. Intended for Leighton Mink. Chip there and almost stolen away by Trey Atkins. It'll bring up 4th down and 8, and the Tigers will have to punt.
Yeah. Yeah, Trey read that pretty easy, Stan.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
he
did.
just kind of stayed in the middle, and once he seen his arm come back, Trey just broke on the ball.
Well, Tigers only had one receiver. That was Sanders, and they had to throw it at him, so it made it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
At least one receiver that was going downfield a little bit.
True.
Snaps a bad one to Jamal, but he gets it off, and the ball ticks down around the 29-yard line, and we'll check up at the 28. Ends up being about a 28-yard punt. And Cabool will have it at their own 27-yard line. Well, actually, now they spot it closer to the 28.
Yeah.
So it'll be between the 27 and 28. We're in the first quarter, and we do want to thank our friends at Tater's Sporting Goods and Taxidermy for being a proud supporter of our Salem Tigers and KSMO Media. Thank you again, Tater's Sporting Goods and Taxidermy at the corner of 68 and 19 right there at that junction. They flip it back, ball loose on the ground and had to be covered up. Bad pitch by Atkins. Jumping on that, number 83 was Carson Lindsay. So that's a loss. They're going to mark him down at about the 18-yard line. It's not a forward pass, guys.
What are we doing? Yeah.
I don't have any idea.
He pitched it back.
One official's trying to say it's an incomplete pass. I never heard of such a thing, Rick.
Well, now we're calling an illegal shift, I guess, on them too, also, Stan.
Oh, okay. I still didn't see any flag.
No, I didn't either. Okay.
Now, why would you take a penalty when they lost 8 yards or 10 yards? Well, that doesn't even make any sense. Atkins goes back along with Fleetwood. 2nd and 20. Wants to throw the ball. Gets it outside. And nobody out there for the Salem Tigers. A good tackle made by Sanders after a gain of about 9. Or, sorry, Degon made that tackle. Coming out of the backfield and trying to make their way across. I believe it was number 85, was it not, Rick?
Yeah, Isaiah White, Stan.
In a little area we can't see. We got a little wall right there. Back to throw Atkins again. He sees some running room. Instead fires it deep, and it is intended and caught and held on to. Oh, incomplete. He dropped it. Over on the Salem sideline. I couldn't see if he held on to it or not. Ball was right there by Atkins. That would have been about a 30-yard gain. Had it, couldn't hold it. Tigers double-teamed him, and somebody might have gotten a hand in there and deflected it away.
Yeah. Well, that was a pretty ball there.
That was a nicely thrown ball, and I tell you what, Trey Atkins had a ton of room to run.
Yeah, he could have took off on that one.
Yeah, he could have had that first down easy. Instead, it brings up 4th down and about 11, and Atkins will go back to pass, and I wouldn't count too much on this. Landon Richter is back, low snap, pressure. He's going to run. Now he's going to kick it. Coming up was Richter. Let it go. Get out of the way. Just get out of the way, and he'll come down on the Cabool side of the 50 at the 48. So they'll have good field position. It'll be their second offensive possession. Down 6-0 to Cabool on an 18-yard run by their tailback, Owen Casper. We may see a whole bunch of different guys in the backfield for Salem. We see Jamal checking in now. It's Metcalf will come back in. Degon's back there.
Yep.
Cunningham on the double wing formation.
Yep.
Very tight formation for Salem. And Cabool looked like they came offside, but no call. And then Campbell is going to be taken down for no gain. Rick, I thought he was over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Appeared to be.
I thought so too. I thought he was in the zone. Yep.
Loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. Looked like a broken play there.
Yeah, did you see where the blitz was coming from where the motion? Go back the other way.
Right.
Yep.
Second down, 11. Campbell under center. Wants to throw it, getting blitzed. He's going to run himself. He's got some running room, and he gets yanked on and pulled down after a 5-yard gain. I don't think that was a horse collar, Rick.
It was close, wasn't
it? It was pretty close, but I think he grabbed the jersey.
Okay.
So a gain of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. Well, I'll tell you what, Everett could hear footsteps.
Yeah.
He definitely took off at the right time. One more second of hesitation, and he'd have been picking dirt out of his mask.
He wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't. It wouldn't have been a positive game.
No, it would not have been a positive anything. Flip it out to Metcalf. Metcalf with a bit of hole, breaks it, and the ball comes loose. Who has that one?
Loose ball on the football field.
Waiting for the official to call it. That ball got knocked out of his hand. And it's Cabool football. And Atkins is the one that came away with it.
Yep.
Well, that was going to be a good run, Rick. That had the first down. But Metcalf had that ball knocked right out of his hand. That thing flew back about 3 or 4 yards.
Yep.
And it was Atkins underneath the pile that got it. With 6:11 to go, first quarter, 6-0 Bulldogs. Back to throw. It's Atkins, one to fire deep down the field, and the ball is intercepted by the Salem Tigers.
Yeah.
Good job by the Salem Tigers. Hayden Sanders picks that one off, so a fumble and then a turnover the other way.
Yeah, just give it right back, huh, Stan?
So Sanders with the INT here in the first quarter. That's his 3rd one this year, is it not?
I think so, yeah.
Good coverage by Hayden.
It was. Now, he was back there all the way, Stan. I mean, once he seen that ball go up, it was just a jump ball. It was just if he could go up and get it.
Kind of odd, Rick. 2 receivers pretty close to one another, though. It didn't make a lot of sense. Degon in motion. They flip it out to him, and Carter trying to hurdle over a couple of guys. He does so, especially Leighton Bink down there. He kind of went right over his back. He comes up a little bit limping. They'll bring up 2nd and 7. On the far side of the field here at Cabool. We're at the pit.
Yep.
Can't really call it the pit, though, anymore. It's really a pretty nice field.
It is. They did. They have done a good job here. Yeah.
Fantastic job. Campbell in the gun. We'll see this all the time. He's going to take it himself, try and run up the gun. He's going to pick up about 3. Get out to the 41, and it'll bring up 3rd down and about 4.
Okay.
Well, as Coach Myers said, we're going to try some different formations, different people. At this stage of the year, you got nothing to lose. You need to find out what guys can do.
That's right. Yep.
Maybe find a position that they're going to be wanting to play next year.
That's right. Yeah.
But yet, you still got games this year, and you could upset somebody, and that's always the goal. 3rd and 4. Hand off to Degon. Degon trying to get to the outside, cuts back against the grain. He gets yanked down. It almost looked like a face mask.
Yeah.
It'll be a gain of 2. It'll bring up 4th and 2. Usually when you see the head go back the other way, that usually indicates face mask, but it may not have been. It might have gotten around the shoulder pad. I think Salem Tigers are going to punt here from their own 43. Atkins deep right around his 28-yard line. Last snap to Metcalf took 3 hops.
Yeah, it did.
Need to get a little bit more distance on it. It's a much better snap.
There you go.
And the kick, it's a little bit of a squib kick coming down about the 35-yard line and catching it, and I have no idea why. For the Salem Tigers standing there was number 24, and that's Jacob Bender. Ball came right to Bender, but he didn't get out of the way. It could have picked up another 3 or 4 yards.
I'd say at least, yeah. Because I had a pretty good hop on it right there.
It did. He downed it right at the 35-yard line. With 4 minutes to go, first quarter, 6-0 Cabool. Again, we want to thank our friends at Melvin Motors and More for being a proud supporter of KSMO Media and the Salem Tigers. Thank you, Melvin Motors and More, for being a good sponsor. In motion, Fleetwood gets that handoff. Big hole up the middle. He's still going and grabbed onto and held onto by the Salem Tigers number
57.
57.
Yep.
We don't have a 57.
Okay.
I don't think.
Okay.
Everybody's looking for 57, but we don't have one. I have no idea who that is.
True.
First down, though.
Sorry.
I do know that, up to the 45-yard line. Again, Fleetwood up the middle, bounces off a couple would-be tacklers, and he'll gain a couple.
Fleetwood picks up a couple yards there.
Campbell at the bottom of that pile grabbed onto him. We're in the first quarter. 6-0 Bulldogs.
Yep.
Two receivers to the right. One to the left. And that's Lindsey. Atkins in a double wing. Hands that ball off and cutting it all the way back across the grain and getting close to a first down is the number 25, and that's Owen Casper. He'll gain just about 7. He'll bring up 3rd and 1. That's a good run by Casper.
It was a good
just
run.
Seeing a little bit of a hole and then kind of readjusting his path. Going to go trips right. Casper's going to be the slot man. And then guy has to be on the line.
Yeah.
See if they call it.
Yeah.
3rd and 1. Atkins gives it off to the big man, Fleetwood, and he'll get the first down. No flag I see anywhere, Rick.
Nope.
And that's a gain of almost 10.
Number 40, Tyler Fleetwood with the carry, brings the ball down inside the 35. That's going to be a Bulldog.
Ball to Salem Tiger 35 with 2:25 to go first quarter. Don't have any other stats on Fleetwood besides him being a senior.
True.
He gets the pitch out and trying to turn to the outside and tripping him up after a 2-yard gain. Nice play by Campbell, and also coming up on a play for the Salem Tigers was Caden DuBois. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Bulldogs don't really go into a huddle. They just get up.
kind of wander around out there.
Yeah, and they get the play, and then they get up to the line of scrimmage. So they usually have plenty of time when they get there if they want to change the play. In the double wing. Casper to the left, Fleetwood to the right. Give it to Fleetwood up the middle. Fleetwood gets hit, and he's taken down after a gain of 4. Leading the charge, the Salem Tigers, with Joseph Griffith. And that Phantom 57.
I want to try to find out at the end of the quarter here, Stan, who that is.
2nd and 4 with 1:15 and counting here in, well, now 1:15 and counting here in this first quarter. Two receivers coming to the left side. Fleetwood single setback. Casper in motion. Give it to Fleetwood up the middle, and he spins, gets the first down and more across the 25-yard line. He'll gain about 5.
Okay.
Just enough for the first down. 5th first down this first quarter for the Bulldogs. Under a minute to go. They lead it 6-0. Wide to the right is Lindsey. He's out there with Austin Daniel. Looking that way, firing the ball underneath though to Casper, and Casper will pick up about 5. He's still on his feet, give him about 6 now.
Okay.
He is able to lean forward, get that extra yard. The Tigers got to him, but they couldn't bring him down. That'll bring up 2nd down and just about, well, 4.
Okay.
Far side of the field, probably the last play of the first quarter here. Atkins to Fleetwood up the middle. Fleetwood taking a couple of guys with him. Looks like he has the first down. Looks like he got about 6. With 2 seconds left, they'll respot the ball, and then they'll start the clock. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. With the score, Cabool 6, Salem nothing. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Welcome back to Cabool. Don't forget, we have our final blanket giveaway, a Ron Copeland Stadium blanket giveaway. And we're going to be giving you that word here in just a couple of minutes, where you can go to our website, KSMOradio.com, click on the giveaway button, and then put your name in there and some way to contact you with a phone number, email, and, of course, the keyword, which you don't know yet. But we will be telling you that keyword in just a minute. And the winner will be selected on the 24th of October. We have Mark Case and Sean Mullerjack still with bags, still waiting at the station.
Hey, come
but
on,
that's
guys.
okay.
Come
No,
in,
that's
get,
good.
Come get them picked up.
They're cool. Anyway, the Ron Copeland Stadium blanket. I want to thank Representative Ron Copeland for allowing us to give these blankets away during our football and volleyball season. So again, congratulations to all who have won, and good luck on getting that last blanket we'll be giving away this season. Atkins flips it back. And giving it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood gets tackled. Nice tackle out there by the Salem Tigers. Sanders. He did not let him go in a gain of about 3.
They
actually spot him down inside the 10 at about the 9.
Okay, we'll give him 4. Okay.
2nd and 6.
Covering a second down, about 6 yards for the Bulldogs.
Again, Fleetwood single setback with Atkins. Atkins will run to the right. He's got some blocking out that way. If he can turn the corner, and a great tackle by Du Bois to come up and get him down for a loss of 1.
Nice job.
It'll bring up 3rd down and about 7.
Nice tackle, Stan.
Caden did the right thing. He got the head in front, was able to square him up around the legs where you can't.
Bring him down.
It's really hard to get away when you're traveling side to side and somebody gets you around the legs. It's not like coming forward. You can pull out. Side to side is really difficult. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Keeping himself and going in for a touchdown is Atkins. Good fake to Fleetwood. Tigers bid on it.
Yeah.
And Atkins goes in from 9 yards out, and it's 12-0.
Yeah.
That's a good fake, Rick.
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you what, he did a good job there, and it was a big number 78, whatever stand, but was Joe Griffin, but he just couldn't get a hold of him stand to get him down.
9-yard run. And they'll line up to go for 2 here. Trying to do it himself and not making it.
Joe got him that time, Stan.
Yeah, he did. Is Atkins. Joe grabbed him and just pulled him straight down.
Yep.
So a 2-point conversion again fails, and when you look at those games that they lost by 1 point,
there
Ricky,
you go. Yeah. Yeah, that's that's exactly what Stan was talking about, and that's like I say when you miss on those conversions, and that could come back to bite you at the end, and I think that's exactly what may have happened a little bit to Cabool this year.
Well, we're just notified we have a stadium blanket that's going to be removed from the station next week.
All right.
Very good.
Very good.
Anyway, we appreciate everybody who has participated in our stadium blanket giveaway.
We hope they enjoyed it, Stan.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great blanket.
Yeah,
it really is. I mean, a night like tonight, you really don't need it, but boy, last week you needed it.
Yeah, you would have. Yeah.
And the week before, you really
needed that Saturday game, yeah.
A little cool out there at Mountain View.
Yeah, kind of a little damp.
And you still got another game to come in the district playoff game, so you never know what that weather's going to be. But again, thanks and congratulations to everybody who has participated in the giveaway. And again, that giveaway will be next Tuesday, the 24th, our final stadium blanket giveaway. Remember, just go to our website, KSMOradio.com. Click on our splash page. You'll see the word giveaway. Put your mouse on it, put the cursor on it, click on it, then put the keyword in. And, of course, we're doing it again.
Yeah.
And this time we're going to kick it deep. Well, you still got to field that ball.
Got to go get it.
And the Tigers don't. You got to pick up the ball, and the Tigers stand there and let Cabool push in the end zone. I think it's going to end up being a touchback because Cabool did not recover ball. That ball was at the 3.
They knocked it
and
into
Bender just stood there and just walked away, and you can't do that. That's a live ball.
Woo.
And it's going to end up at the 20-yard line. That's a lucky break.
That's close. Wow. Wow, Stan. Woo.
So the Tigers, fortunate.
Yeah, got a break there, Stan.
Wow.
Woo-wee.
So the ball will be moved to the 20-yard line. Cabool had a chance to recover it right there, and unfortunately for them, in their haste, they knocked the ball in the end zone. You can't push it in the end zone and recover it. You have to recover it, and it could have picked it up and carried it in.
True.
But they didn't do that
They
either.
didn't do that either, yeah, because he was already sliding trying to catch it. Yeah, trying to catch up with it, yeah. Woo. Wow.
No, we talk about, Rick, you have to learn the game, and that's a lot of part what some of the guys don't understand all the rules yet, and that's one of those that's kind of tricky because a punt, you can let it go, but a kickoff, that's a live ball.
True. Well, once it goes 10, Stan, it's anybody's ball.
It's anybody's ball.
Yep.
That's why they did the onside kick. Yep. Kane Du Bois is in at quarterback. Gives it off to Cunningham and dive up the middle for about 3. Ray playing at fullback. Degon on the right side and Jamal Metcalf on the left side. So 2nd down and 7. Campbell got a little stinger last week. And remember the fumbles, Rick? He lost feeling in his hands. And I asked Coach about it. He goes, he couldn't feel the ball. That's not a good thing at quarterback.
No, that's true.
Flip back to Jamal trying to get to the outside, and he gets about 4 and then is picked up and set down by Lindsey. They'll bring up 3rd and 3. Tigers on the far side of the field. There's not been a lot of play on the near side of the field, has there?
No.
I just thought it was me, but like everything is way over there.
Way over there, yeah.
Sanders and Richter come wide to the left. Looks like 4 receivers in the pattern. Dropping back in the gun is Du Bois. And there's going to be a blitz here in a big hurry. Coming back, Du Bois rolls to his right, needs to throw the ball. He does. He fires it down, just throws it away. He dropped the snap. And that killed that play, Rick, right there. You needed to get something off quick. And when Caden dropped the snap, all the timing was gone. So he rolled to his right and threw it away. It looked like Cabool was going to come with a blitz right off the left tackle.
Yep.
They had 2 guys standing out there ready to come in, but they did not.
True.
So Metcalf will have to punt. Those are the little mistakes that has cost Salem all year. A little bobble or just a drop of a snap or a bad snap, just anything like that. Just tears it apart. That kick by Jamal comes down. It's going to land about the 43 and will bounce toward the 38-yard line, and that's where Bender, who is a little smarter this time after being talked to by the coach, downs it without catching it in the air. So Cabool will have it at the 38-yard line. Football's a game of education, just like school is, and you have to learn the rules, and you have to learn what your part is and play that part, and it's a combination of artistry and it's a combination of athletics.
You make a mistake, just correct it. I mean, that's where it is.
That's so simple, Rick.
It is. It is.
It's so simple.
It is.
Atkins at quarterback. Turns, flips it, trying to go back outside around the corner on the end around. And taken down for a 4-yard loss was number 14, Austin Daniel. I think they're going to only give him a 2-yard loss, Rick, back to the 36. Yeah, that's a very favorable spot. He was nowhere near the 36.
Wow.
A nice job by the Salem Tigers to cut that play off. 2nd and 12. Daniels looks like he might be coming wide. Looked like he was coming off. Now he's just going to go wide. Trips to the right for Atkins. Fleetwood a single step back. They give it to Fleetwood. No, Atkins keeps it. Excuse me. He's got running room, and he's going to get the first down the sideline. And He will get down to the Salem Tiger 37-yard line. Let's see where they're going to mark him. Make sure. 26-yard gain, Ricky.
Okay.
First down for the Bulldogs. That was a good fake to Fleetwood.
Yeah, it was.
I can tell once he gave it and didn't give it. Put it in, took it out. We used to see the Salem Tigers on their bone, Rick. You could not even see that ball come in and out.
Yeah, you didn't know who had it.
You had no idea sometimes who had it, except by the way, if the quarterback kept it, the way he would take the next step. That's the only way you could tell. Hand off to Fleetwood. Big hole, and Fleetwood will push his way through to about the 32-yard line. A gain of about 5. Give some credit right now to Cabool linemen, Rick. They're opening up a hole about 3 to 4 feet wide that gives these running backs that first crack through, and they're already in the second level of the Tiger defense pretty quick.
Yeah, Tyler doesn't need a lot of room anyhow, Stan.
No, no.
He doesn't.
No, they don't. 2nd and 5. Keeping himself is the quarterback, and he's going to get very close to the first down. Atkins, very, like I said, good athlete. I think it's going to be just a bit shy, Rick. I think it's going to be 3rd and like 1.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. They might bring in the chains. Nope, we're just saying first down.
Okay.
In the official signals, that's going to be a Bulldog.
Looked like he was short a little bit from our angle.
Yeah.
But I really never could see where they spotted the ball because big number 66, Cabool, was just kind of standing right in my line.
Couldn't see through him,
see him. I could see a ball kind of between his legs, but I really didn't know where it was. Trey Atkins goes back to throw. He got a lot of time. Now he's getting a little bit of pressure, and he's going to go down. Tigers sack him for a 7-yard loss. Degon in there. Also Griffith in there. Also Campbell in there. Wow.
Nice job.
Back to the 35-yard line.
Yeah. Nice coverage downfield, Stan. He had nowhere to go with that ball, and that let the Salem Tigers get to him.
6:50 to go in the half. 12-0 Bulldogs. Split set for Atkins. Give it to Fleetwood, trying to get to the outside, back to the middle. Breaks 2 tackles. Down the middle of the field, breaks another, and he's going to go down to the, right to the goal. He's in for the touchdown.
34.
They're going to give him the touchdown. I think he was down about a foot shy, Rick.
Yeah, I do too. 34 yards, Stan?
34 yards, Rick.
Gotcha.
Fleetwood's first touchdown of the night, and he's been running hard.
Yeah.
Quite a few missed tackles by the Salem Tigers on that one, especially downfield. Kid's a horse to bring down, I'll tell you. And now the 2-point conversion. Back to throw. Atkins fires it across and overthrew his intended receiver. Atkins was taken down by Campbell. I do not see any flags.
Okay. Took a pretty good shot.
He took a pretty good shot.
Yeah, he did.
And with 6:23 to go here in the second quarter, Cabool has an 18-0 lead. Well, you can't deny Fleetwood's been running hard. He's probably got over 100 yards already.
It's about 75,
75?
Stan. Yeah.
So 18-0 our score. And what the heck, let's do it. Last game. Let's go ahead and give you the stadium blanket giveaway keyword, and it is season. Season.
Yeah.
Tis the end of the season. It's a new season. We got basketball season, winter season.
The end of regular season, we're going to start district, Sam. The end of regular
playoff
season. Playoff season.
Anyway, the keyword is season.
Yeah.
So remember to go to our website, KSMOradio.com. Click on the giveaway button on our splash page, and it'll take you right to the form you need to fill out. It's pretty easy. If you know what your name is and a way to contact you and that keyword, season, then you can be eligible to win yourself a beautiful stadium blanket. Remember, if somebody in your family's already won one, please try to refrain from entering. We're trying to give away as many blankets as we can to as many different families,
True.
so we would appreciate that. And that drawing will be next Tuesday. The keyword, season. All right, Atkins will do the onside kick. Again, Tigers have trouble with it, but Cabool actually...
Offsides. It's offside, Stan.
Did you see the flag on that field?
Yeah, I couldn't see it. I seen him pick it up. But
I saw him stand there and give the signal what it was.
And it's hard to see on this field, Stan.
I'm telling you what, I cannot see that flag on this
yellow
light
on this
field. Yeah. Well, that ball came loose, and I saw the Bulldogs stand around. I said, seriously?
What are you doing?
I thought, you don't want the ball? Okay, that's fine.
Because he already blowed it dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now they're in normal kickoff routine, but they're still going to kind of pooch kick it. Somebody's going to have to get it. That ball goes out of bounds, and another penalty. So Salem will have it at their own 35. I'm pretty sure that's where they're going to take it, Rick.
True.
However, if they try another onside kick, you
could. They can make them do it again.
Yeah. They could.
They could if they wanted to.
I don't think they will.
I don't either.
6:20 to go. This is the first half. 18-0. Bulldogs on top. Next week will be somewhere over the rainbow.
They're going to put it on the 40, Stan.
They're going to put the 5 yards. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I agree
Spot
with
at
that.
the 35.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yep.
So Du Bois is back at quarterback again. Giving that one to Cunningham. He's hit right away. Maybe a foot.
Wow.
Ricky.
Woo-wee.
Ray got to that line. He got hit from the side, taken down right away.
Well, he got popped, too. Wow.
I believe that gentleman we were just talking about, this number 66, Isaiah Pacey. He just hammered him.
He did.
Second down 10 from the Salem Tiger 40-yard line. They stay in a double wing. In motion, Degon. They flip it to him. He had to catch the ball. Now he's trying to get outside, and he'll go down with little gain. Throw down hard by Fleetwood. Fleetwood looks like a man possessed out here.
Yeah. Talk about senior night, huh?
I guess.
Yeah.
You know, when you've played that long,
yeah,
and you got one last game at home that you know of. I'm not saying they couldn't get one in. They could get one in the playoffs.
That's right.
In their playoff district. They will not be in the same district as Salem is, but it's a possibility. So 3rd and 9. Tigers stay in the double wing. Back is Du Bois. He's going to get pressured, and he's going to go down. Coming from behind and taking him down for a sack, number 50, Jeff Gebecki. A loss of about 4. It'll bring a 4th down and 13, and Metcalf will come in to punt. Time is plenty of it left in the half, 4:40 to go. Atkins standing right around his 30. Snap back to Metcalf. He falls down, losing his footing. Hopefully he didn't tear something, Rick. Looked like he went to step and then everything just collapsed. So their Cabool Bulldogs were just given a Christmas gift at the 25-yard line. I have no idea what happened there. He didn't let go of the ball and then just went straight down like his knee just collapsed. I hope nothing happened to him. That's the kind of thing that you find in it. A torn meniscus or something real big time, or ACL. That's just not cool. All right. Atkins to Fleetwood. Fleetwood to the outside and cuts in between Sapal, who is number 57, by the way, and Degon. They got right in between them.
Got a flag in the backfield stand.
Yeah, there is a flag right there.
I can see that one barely.
Barely. Yeah, only because it went blue against the flag.
That's the only thing I can see. Yep.
And more than likely, it's going to have to be against Cabool. Sure. Holding against the Bulldogs. Now we'll move the ball back 10. Have not had a lot of penalties in this first half.
Have not.
Moves the ball back to about the 35. First and about 20. Atkins to Fleetwood, trying to get to the outside. Gets a good block out there. And Fleetwood's going to pick up very close to a first down. I think he stepped out of bounds at the 18. They're going to say the 16. So he gains 19 yards.
19, okay.
Second down and 1. Boy, he had a good blocker out in front of him that took out the Tiger defender. Gave Fleetwood a whole bunch of room to run. Atkins keeps it himself, trying to get around. Escapes from one man, still looking to throw the ball, fires it down the middle. Caught, touchdown. Isaiah White-Wake. Touchdown from the 16-yard line.
16, okay. Well, he got loose in the backfield stand and he rolled out and just had his man wide open.
Yeah, he did. And that did the right thing. Reversible handoff and giving it up to Casper, and Casper goes in for 2. Casper with an easy 2-point conversion, a little bit of misdirection. Salem took that one step, that's all you got to do, and he was in the backfield and went right into the end zone untouched with 3:47 to go. Well, that was a very short drive of 25 yards, Rick. And
well, you can't give this team that, can you,
no,
Stan?
you can't.
Wow.
And even after the holding penalty, come back, you got Fleetwood and guys that are very experienced runners, and these guys know what to do, and they're graduating a lot of seniors, I saw. So this is going to be a different looking team next year. You got Sigmund, Atkins, Owens, McCall, Daniel, Casper, Fleetwood, all their entire offensive backfield is going to be gone. And also Logan Walls as well as Cade Hall and Isaiah White-Wake, the gentleman that just caught the ball. So
he's a senior. Yeah.
That's quite a loss.
That's a lot of
your
offense
program.
right there.
Yes, it is. So right now, 26-0. As Atkins will be kicking off for the 5th time in this game. Tigers put everybody up on the front line. This time he kind of spooches it down there. Big hop. Tigers have a 20-yard line. Here's Bender trying to break through. Gets to the outside. Gets a block. Bender across the 35 to the 40, 45. And he'll get taken down to the 48-yard line. Nice return for Bender of almost 30 yards.
Yeah, good return, Stan.
Got that big hop, Rick. You catch that in motion, boy. Momentum carries you a long way.
You bet.
So Salem has it in really good field position, right? Just inside the 50-yard line on Salem 49. 3:36 to go and a half. It would behoove Salem to try and put some points on the board here before halftime.
I agree with you, Stan.
They need to spread things out just a little bit. Right now, I think this
too tight.
It's a little bit too tight. A little bit off the D guy, trying to cut back against the grain. He's going to get a couple. The reason I say it's too tight, Rick, is because when we're trying to run behind a blocker, there's just too many bodies.
Yeah, true.
There's not enough little small gaps to get through there. So it just appears that way. Now,
true. It does, doesn't it?
I'm not on the field to see it,
so bunched. Yeah.
But when you look at it, they're only all about, 5 yards apart, maybe at most?
Whoa.
And a little bit of anticipation by the Cabool Bulldogs going to give Salem Tigers 5 yards. That's offside. I believe that was on number 14, Austin Daniel. He ran up to the line and he could not stop.
He couldn't stop. Yeah, he was trying to time the snap, Stan, and and good job by Caden by changing it up a little bit, and that put him off sides.
So it'll bring up now second and a very manageable 3. Metcalf takes it, trying to turn it outside. He's not going to get much.
Number 22, Joel Metcalf with the carry for Salem.
Probably no gain, Rick. Maybe a few inches here or there.
Not much.
Third down, still about 3. 2:30 and counting in the first half, 26-0. Cabool with 3 touchdowns here in this, the second quarter. Tigers are in their white jerseys, blue pants. Cabool on the all blue jerseys and white numbers. And again, a little bit of movement. I think this is on the Salem side.
I do too.
And that's going to cost them that 5 yards they were given. First penalty on Salem. And that is for a false start. Third down and about 7. Ball just near the midfield stripe. And I believe we have a timeout.
All right.
With the score, Cabool 26, Salem nothing. We'll take a Salem timeout and come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Screen.
Cabool head coach Tyler Spitler getting with his guys. Coach Neil Myers, the Salem Tigers, getting with his guys. Salem faced with a third and about 8. 7, somewhere right there on that bubble. 2:09 to go in the half. Normally I'd say this is 4-down territory, Rick, but Salem has struggled stopping teams at the half.
Yep.
The boys, that quarterback drops the football, and that's going to kill that play. Looked like he was wanting to throw and drop back, Rick, and pulled away too soon.
Yep.
Either that or when he did pull away, the ball just fell out of his hands. He recovered it. But it'll bring up 4th down and 11, a loss of 3.
Okay. Timeout, Cabool.
So the Bulldogs will burn a timeout with exactly 2 minutes to go in this, the first half. 26-0 Bulldogs, back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
I want to thank Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center, Ashley Cunningham, for being a proud supporter of KSMO Media and our Salem Tigers. Go Big Blue from Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated. And by your friends at Hub's Tire Center, Highway 19 right here in Salem. Derek and the entire staff down there do a fantastic job. Hub's Tire Center, a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers and KSMO Media. So Metcalf will drop back, and so will Atkins. Metcalf will stand back at his 35-yard line. Cabool may come after this one, and they are. And the kick is a line drive kick right toward Atkins. He may pick this one up. He does at the 15. Dodges the first man down there, tries to get a block, gets away from Bender. Trying to turn to the outside, and Cunningham pulls him down to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 Bulldogs at their own 30. That's a heck of a swivel hip move, wasn't it?
Wasn't it? You seen the same thing I did.
Is there a flag down, Rick, or not? I think there is, or something. Something's wrong. Because they're all standing there holding the ball. So what's going on?
I can't find a flag stand.
Personal foul against the Bulldogs. And I think they went, it might have been roughing the kicker. I don't know. That's going to cost them 15, back to the 15. But I don't know, Rick.
I don't know what. Yeah.
Jamal got that kick off, and then I saw him laying down, but he might have slipped down.
True.
So I can't tell you when I look back. Be 1st and 10 from the 15. I did not see a flag on this field.
I did not.
Nowhere.
No, I did not.
But I did see play back there where Coach Myers actually came on the field. 1:46 to go. As the Bulldogs approach the line of scrimmage. They're in a double wing. Atkins standing back about the 10. Gives it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood, a big hole up the middle. Fleetwood breaks through 2 tackles and trying to get away from another. Gets hauled down after he gets a 25-yard gain. Du Bois held on to him long enough to get some help, and another first down for the Bulldogs. With 1:38 to go, the clock will stop until they place the ball. Now they'll start it again. Each team still with 2 timeouts as far as I can remember. Atkins wants to throw. Fires it out quickly and completes it. And a nice little hurdle job over Du Bois by Casper, and he'll get very close to another first down. Cabool now with 10 first downs. They've set the ball. They have to let the ball get set. They want to snap it already, and you can get a penalty for that. Now they start the clock again. From the 50, Atkins down to 112 to Fleetwood. Big hole off the right side. He gets a good block downfield, and Tigers take him out of bounds at about the 33-yard line, a 17-yard gain. Hayden Sanders rode him out. Another first down with 1:05 to go, running out of bounds, stops the clock. And just that fast, Cabool has gone from their own 15 down to Salem Tiger 31. Actually spotted back at the 32.
Yeah.
Gonna flip it again to Fleetwood outside. He gets by 2 would-be tacklers, pulled down from behind by Griffith after a gain of 4. And now a timeout looks like it's being called by the Bulldogs. And it is. 56 seconds to go in the half. It's 26 for Cabool, nothing for Salem. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Don't forget to sign up for that wonderful, beautiful stadium blanket, courtesy of Representative Ron Copeland. The key word, it's season. Season, S-E-A-S-O-N. And put that keyword in the form, and then also put your name and a way to contact you by phone or by email. We'll be drawing for this next Tuesday, the 24th.
Okay.
It'll be our last blanket giveaway. Again, thanks to Representative Ron Copeland for allowing us to do this. We always like to give our listeners and watchers a chance to increase. Back to throw. They go back with a little double flip. Back to Atkins, and Atkins going to be taken down. Cunningham read that well. Be a loss of 3 and a little extracurricular activities, but no flag. It did come down.
Yeah, I think going to be a late hit on the Tigers.
Yeah. Was that on Degon?
I think so.
I know he got there a little bit late.
Yeah.
So Salem Tigers will give them a free 15 down to the 20, which is really what they did not need to do.
True.
A loss of 3 on the pass. That actually was a double. Yeah, I wouldn't even call it a pass. Just call it a run.
3-yard loss for Trey.
Yeah, because he didn't throw it forward, and when he gave it back to Fleetwood,
all backwards.
Went back another lateral. He could have thrown it again.
True.
15-yard penalty will push the ball out at the 20. And it's 31st and 10.
So down to the 20 it goes. 46 seconds left. Cabool still has a timeout left. Salem has 2. Tiger defense needs to shut them down here. Don't need to give up any more points.
Sure.
Atkins under center. Well, Atkins not under center. He's back in the gun. Wants to throw. Stops, looks deep, fires the ball deep, and that is interference in the end zone. Pass out there intended for Austin Daniel. The Tigers got in his way, and that flag I did see flew out of his hand.
True.
I believe Bender's going to draw that foul, but that's a good foul, Rick. Keeps
like
them from
we was
having a
talking
touchdown.
before. Yeah.
I'll take the ball down to the 10. And that's another first down. 13 first downs in this first half. Wow is right.
Wow.
So pass interference called on Salem. It's a ball right at the 10. 40 seconds to go. Atkins to Fleetwood. Fleetwood weaves his way right through it into the end zone for his second touchdown.
Nothing fancy there, Stanley. You just took the handoff right up the middle and just kind of bounced to the outside and went in pretty easy, Stan.
Well, I will tell you, Rick, I've seen a lot of guys determined.
Yep.
He right now is a man with a fire underneath him for whatever reason, whether it's senior night or whatever. And I'm telling you what, he's been a spark to this team.
True.
Inside handoff and taking it in is Casper. Getting a little misdirection. This time they ran the other way, Rick.
True.
And Casper goes in wearing number 25 for the 2-point conversion. And the score is now 34-0.
Tigers were all keyed up, staying on either.
They're going for Fleetwood.
They was going to shut him down that time, and just a little misdirection coming back the other way, and he went in untouched.
Atkins and Fleetwood went to the left. Casper came through, and Atkins just gave it to him, and he
you just walk it on in.
Basically just trotted in the end zone. Well, when you start, it gets in your head. It's a mental game. We talked about education, Rick, and it really is. It's a mental game. And if you could confuse what the other team is expecting you to do.
That's right. Yep.
It makes the game look simple. Makes the other team, and I don't mean this in a bad way, and hopefully nobody takes it that way, but it makes the other team look a little silly because they're biting on the play that appears to be there, but it's not really there.
Yeah, that's what's beating them all night long, and you're going to shut that down, and you're not going to let them have that 2-point conversion, and next thing you know, they come back the other way on you.
We saw Mountain Grove do that for years, coming out of the double wing, do that to Salem, fake it to one guy, and then just give it to another, and we'd all be following the wrong guy.
Yep.
All right, another kick down the field. That's going to go out of bounds as well. Don't go anywhere, Trey. Might be kicking it again, or maybe not. Salem will take it to the 35-yard line. 32 seconds to go as that kick went out of bounds.
Okay.
The local on 4th Street, been proud to show some of these Salem games that you get a chance to see. We always appreciate that. So sometimes when you're going to be watching some basketball games, we're going to be working it out with some other people, Rick, to hopefully let people know when the Tigers will be on at other locations, not just on your phone or computer screen.
Or at the local.
Or at the local, or maybe some other location too.
That's right.
The local, though, proud to support KSMO Medium and your Salem Tigers. All right, 32 seconds to go. 34-0 Bulldogs. They have exploded here in the second quarter. The boy's back to throw. He's got a man open, but he can't see him, and he's just going to throw that one off. Looked like trying to get off to, I would say Cunningham, but that's not Cunningham. Over there to Ira Barton.
Okay.
It went off Ira's arm or shoulder, but I think it was already out of bounds. Second down and 10. 26 seconds to go. Cade had a man open down the middle, Rick, but when he started to roll, I think he was looking down the sideline.
Yeah, he was looking over there.
Yeah, he never saw him. And he would have had to throw it at that moment. Back in the gun. Gets pressure. Moves up, now stops, goes the other way. Fires it out to Sanders. Sanders to the 40, breaks that tackle down the 50-yard line. Yeah, across and knocked out of bounds. No flag thrown as he gets hit out of bounds after a nice gain from the 35 all the way to the 40. I'm looking for flags, Rick. Nothing. Wow. 25-yard gain and a first down. Salem Tigers first down.
First down
of this second half. Well, Caden did a good job of avoiding the rush. The blitz came in quickly. He was able to get away from the blitzing Bulldog, wearing number 50, and I'm trying to see that, and that's Jeff Quebecki. And then it was able to meander around, and then was found Sanders, who was wide open. And now it looks like Salem was going to have to burn a timeout. As Degon went over to the sideline, I think he has an issue with the helmet.
Yep.
15 seconds to go in the half. 34-0 Cabool. We'll take a 30-second break and come right back. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Salem Memorial District Hospital believes that our community deserves the very best health care one could offer. We understand that all physicians need the highest quality images to thoroughly treat each situation. With you in mind, Salem Memorial District Hospital has brought these services home, and that includes our new state-of-the-art MRI. Don't waste your time and money driving long distances. Let us take care of you here at home. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Welcome back to Cabool, Missouri. Stan Stevens, Rick Hoy with you here. Final regular season game. Next week it's district play. We do want to remind everybody now next week, when you go to watch the video, you can only watch it on Misha.tv. You cannot watch it on KSMOradio.com, KSMO Facebook stream page, or our KSMO YouTube page. You will not be on there due to Misha regulations. The boys with a long pass down intended for Parsons. It's picked off. Picking that off is guess who? It's Atkins. Atkins with the interception. He recovers the fumble. Here in the second quarter, he gets the interception.
Yeah.
Man is everywhere.
He's everywhere.
8 seconds left in the half. So Du Bois trying to go to Sanders. Underthrew him by about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah.
And nothing Hayden could do. The ball was drastically underthrown by the time he tried to pull up, but he had 3 Bulldogs in front of him. So will they try and score here, Rick, or will they just take a knee? They're doing trips to the left.
Spread it out a little bit, Stan.
Actually, they got 4 receivers to the left. Nobody in the backfield. Atkins is naked back there. And they're going to flip it and then going to do a little flea flicker. And going down for a safety.
Did he fumble it in the end zone, Stan?
I don't think so, but he's in the end zone. That should be a safety. I'm still waiting for the official.
Either a safety or a touchdown. You're right, Stan. Touchdown.
Touchdown. So he fumbled the ball in the end zone. I don't know who recovered it, Rick.
He's walking 25. I can't remember. 25, Stan.
So Tigers get the Toby Gover.
Toby Gover is the one that recovered that, Stan. Like I said, I couldn't tell if it was knocked out. I thought you were right. I thought they was going to call him down before that football come loose. But Toby recovered it in the end zone for the Tiger touchdown.
Well, Rick, no sign by the official at all.
No.
Tigers still do not have enough guys on the field for the point after.
Yeah, we do.
Well, I know, but the play clock will run down. Metcalf in for the point after. Snap is back, and the kick is drilled. It looks good. It is good. Metcalf with a point after. The fumble recovery in the end zone by Toby Gover. Rick, I saw him go down. I did not see him lose the ball.
Yeah, I seen the ball come out, Stan, but I thought you said.
But I thought he was
it
down.
Yeah, I did too. But I thought it was after he was down. But I did see the ball come out. But I thought that. But we didn't hear a whistle. Of course, it's hard for us to hear a whistle where we're at. But it looked to me like he looked like he was almost totally down.
Well, again, the official should be waving the arms once he's down in the end zone, but no waving, no anything, no symbol of a safety or
nothing.
a touchdown. So I'm sitting there just wondering what is he doing, and then finally he says touchdown. So Toby Gover with the touchdown recovery. At least that's the best that we can see. We've got our instant replay guru, Ben. Will be able. He'll zoom in on that.
Ben will
dissect it.
He will help us out.
He will tell us if we're wrong. But anyway, nonetheless, that's who we believe got the fumble recovery, and fumbling the ball in the end zone was number 14, Austin Daniel.
Yeah.
Tried a little flea flicker. He was trying to go down the left side. If I'm not mistaken, Austin Daniel pitches for the Cabool team, so that might be one of the reasons why we're going to try that. But that one backfired a little bit. So Metcalf will kick it off. And I would just take a little short kick right at him. Speaking of Daniel, he has it, trying to get to the outside. Bender takes him down. He hits him first. And that'll bring the half to an end. So we got two guys on one Salem Tiger. Ira Barton out near the center of the field. Two big guys or linemen taking down Ira. And Ira is 5'10", 180. That didn't seem logical.
True.
But that will do it for the half. 34-7 our score as Cabool Bulldogs score 28 points in that second quarter. And wow, Rick, it was a good offensive, productive quarter for Cabool, but they got a couple of breaks. Obviously, the falling down of Metcalf giving them good field position, and also the opportunity to bring a couple balls back. But they earned pretty much everything that they got in that second quarter.
I was pretty impressed with their running back stand. Wow.
Yeah, both of them really. And Atkins is doing a great job at quarterback as well. We are at halftime, 34-7. Cabool on top. And again, before we take a break, we're going to remind everybody to get involved with the Ron Stadium's blanket giveaway. The Ron Copeland Stadium blanket giveaway. Representative Copeland was kind enough to give us these blankets to give away to listeners and watchers who are doing it online, whatever it is. Our keyword is season. Very easy to register. If you've never done it before, whether you're listening or whether you're watching, all you got to do is go to KSMOradio.com website. You'll see on our splash page, when you do that, KSMOradio.com, on the front page, you'll see the little button that says giveaway. You'll click on that. It'll take you to the form. You need to add the keyword season and then put your name and a way to contact you, phone number, email address, somehow that we can contact you if your name is drawn for the last stadium blanket that we'll give away this year. So while we have the moment again, Rick, 34-7 our score here at halftime. We will be playing a district game next week.
Yes.
We want to remind all of our watchers, our listeners, gazers, wherever you might be, however you're watching the game or listening to the game, next week we will be audio streaming the game from whatever location we will be on KSMOradio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook page, and KSMO YouTube page. You hear audio stream only, no video stream. That is a Misha.TV game. We will be there to bring it to you.
Nothing we can do, Steve.
Nothing we can do. It is a paywall to that game. You will have to pay to watch it. That is not our decision. It's not Ricky's decision. It's not Ben or Kenny's decision. Nobody here, or even Jim's decision backstage. It's Misha's protected rights to the games that are district games. Therefore, we will air the game, but it will be through Misha.TV, and there is a paywall. You will have to pay to view it. But again, we will have it on KSMO AM 1340, FM 95.7, and audio streamed on KSMOradio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook page, and our KSMO YouTube page. So we're just reminding everybody, we had a couple people want to know where the volleyball game was the other night. Guys, when it comes to district play, it's out of our hands. We cannot provide that game to you at no charge. It's nothing that we did, nothing that you done. It's a Misha rule, and that's just the way it has to be. And so we we hope you understand and still want to watch the game if you can. I believe it's $12, something like that, $11. By the time you add the taxes and the fee that they put on there, something like $13. Anyway, but if you want to, get a bunch of people together, watch it all at one time, one place. Save a lot of money. Everybody put in a couple of bucks, watch the game.
Watch the game.
Project it to your smart TV, and that's how you can check that out. Misha.tv, MSH.